Kabanata 26, Plan. Originally, my plan was to take a vacation by myself and do it. When I imagined it then, I have all the resources that I will need. May pagkain, may pera, may damit at hindi hinahabol ng ganito. Hindi pinaghahanap at lalong hindi tumatakbo. I didn't have a plan B. At siguro dahil umasa ako na hindi nahahantong sa ganito. Umasa ako na makakabawi ang VHRV. I hoped Mommy would then be humbled and remember her place, realize everything eventually. I thought Aries can fix the company's problem and put back our company in place. For sure he knows what he's doing. He is Hades' advisor, their company's brain, and a strategist. For sure he has a plan to stop Mommy from her plans. But no, it's getting out of hand. Aries has no plans and my family has no hope. I was about to insert my card to a machine. Kukuha ako ng pera para maipanggagastos ako sa lahat, pero agad sumagi sa isipan ko ang mga tauhan ni Kuya Bernard. Siguro hindi ako hahanapin ni Mami o ni Tito Bernardo. Nagpaalam ako na magbabakasyon na tiisipin nila na pumunta nga ako kung saan para magbakasyon. I was rebelling, but what if Kuya Bernard will find a way to find me through transactions like this? If I ever get a bank transaction, I want to mislead them. On my party purse, I checked my wallet. I only have a few thousand pesos. I can turn on my phone to check, but I can ask around. It was a gripping night. Nang nakatakas ako sa mga tauhan, pumara agad ako ng taxi para makapunta sa pinakamalapit na bangko sa Quezon City. I withdrew 50,000 on my account. Pagkatapos ay nagmamadali akong pumunta sa bus terminal at nagtanong-tanong. Hindi pa ako kailanman nakapag-taxi ng sunod-sunod. I don't commute here in the country and this is the first time I will ride a bus here. Natatakot ako lalo na dahil wala akong alam pero tuwing iniisip ko na nakakaya ng iba, pakiramdam ko, kaya ko rin naman. Komportable akong nakasakay sa bus patungong Pangasinan. Kahit pagod at namumugto ang mga mata, hindi ako makatulog. I quickly mapped out my plan, tweaking almost everything just so I could do it better. Hindi ko inasahan na ganito ang mangyayari kaya mas mahirap ito ngayon. If Kuya Bernard will notice my withdrawal at Quezon City, he'd probably think I'd gois by then, so I'll be safe here in the West. Dito ako maghihintay ng ilang araw hanggang sa makumpirma nila na wala ako sa pinaghahanapan nila. Hindi ko lang sigurado kung hahanapin nga ako na mabuti ni Kuya Bernard, pero mas mabuti nang nakakasiguro at may plano kaysa wala. Anyway, I got time to spare for now. Excuse me, sambit ko sa isang matandang nagtitinda sa terminal na pinagbabaan ko. Tumingin siya sa akin pero hindi naman sumagot. Nagkakape na siya. Nakakuha ako ng isang leaflet kanina sa terminal kaya itinuro ko sa matanda ang gusto. I want to go here po. Which bus do I ride? Hindi siya sumagot. Nagpatuloy lang sa pagsimsim ng kape. Lolo, pupunta ako rito. Ano pong sasakyan? Ulit ko sa ibang paraan. This time, he pointed at a group of bus. I sighed. Thank you po. Nakatulog na ako sa sunod na sinakyan. Siguro sa pagod at sa bahagyang pagkalma. Nasisiguro kong hindi na ako nasusundan ngayon dahil walang mag-iisip na dito ang tungo ko. I wonder though if Mommy realized that I was gone. Not just on a vacation, but really untraceable. But if she looks at my bank account, she'll see a registered transaction at Quezon City. Kasya kaya itong pera ko? Hindi ako sigurado, pero kung magkakaroon ulit ako ng isa pang transaction, kailangan iyong paalis na ako rito. Hindi ko na sigurado kung ano ang itsura ko. At huli ko na naisip na nakakatuwang tingnan na ang maliit na purse ko lang ang dala. Medyo mataba na iyon dahil sa perang dala. Sa liit at tingkad ng pagiging rose gold, ay aakalain mo talagang may party pa na pupuntahan, kung hindi lang sa suot ko. I immediately had an idea from my bag, an alibi that I could use the moment I stepped in a grand beach club in Bolinao, Pangasinan. Isang babae ang sumalubong sa akin sa reception. I'd like a room, I said proudly as my eyes roamed around the hotel. It's not as fancy like what was claimed on the leaflet, pero pwede na. At kung sinabing ito ang pinakamaganda sa lugar, ibig sabihin mas malala pa ang iba. Here's our room rates, ma'am. Sabay bigay ng isang page ng room rates nila. Alin po riyan ang kukunin mo? Namilog ang mga mata ko nang nakita ang presyo. I was rich my entire life. I never had money problems until now. I only have 50,000 pesos cash and if I use it all here without food and clothes, I won't survive. Hindi ako pwedeng mag-aksaya ng pera sa lagay na ito. This, standard one. Damn it. Uminit ang pisngi ko nang tiningnan ako ng babae. Hindi ako sigurado kung gunig-gunig ko lang iyon pero pakiramdam ko, hinusgahan niya ako sa pinili ko at sa naunang pagiging arogante. How many nights, ma'am? 1, I croaked. Alright, do you have an ID? Here goes nothing. Nawala ako kasi ang ID ko kaya wala akong ID as of the moment. Pwede po ba na walang ID? Unang mga salita ko pa lang, umiiling na siya at mukhang buo na ang loob sa isasagot. I'm sorry ma'am, standard protocol namin na dapat may identification. Wala po ba kayong passport or kahit iba na lang na pwedeng makakapagpatunay sa identity nyo? Well, I have an ID alright, but that would ruin everything. Paano kung matrace ako sa hotel na ito? Oh, right. I'll just try the next hotel. I said arrogantly and left the beach club with a bit of embarrassment. Lumipat ako sa sunod na hotel. Mas mura roon, halos kalahati lang ng presyo sa naunang hotel. At mukhang mas maganda pa ang tanawin. It's also pretty laid back, so I hope my alibi works there. Lalaki ang nasa reception ngayon. Ngumiti siya at agad kong nilapitan. I'd like a room. Which room, ma'am? May I have your ID? Standard sana, pero my problem is I lost my ID. I only have this purse now and my money. Malungkot kong sinabi. Ngumuso siya at tumingin sa computer bago tumango. Nasa protocol kasi ma'am na kailangan na kahit anong identification card or passport para mag-check-in. I nodded. Doon lang tuluyang nanuot sa akin ang pagod at antok na nararamdaman. Kanina pa iyon pero tinulak ko lang ang sarili ko na gawin ang lahat ng ito dahil kailangan. Now if all the hotels react this way, I might need to find a hostel who isn't that strict with hotel protocols. But maybe we can just explain your case. Nasaan po bang ID nyo? Ang lalaking nag-aabang sa sunod na gagawin ko. Nawala ako. Wala sa sarili kong sinabi. This is the only thing I have now. Ang maliit na bag na yan? Medyo gulantang niyang tanong. I smiled shyly at him. Oo, lalabas pa sana ako para bumili rin ng damit kaso pagod ako sa biyahe. Inuna ko na lang maghanap ng hotel. But anyway, thank you. We have rooms available, ma'am, if you check in. At may kaunting store din sa hotel. Pwede kang mamili roon. But I can't check in because I don't have an ID. Ipapaliwanag na lang natin sa form mo kung bakit hindi ka makakapag-provide ng ID. Talaga? Pwede yun? Yes, ma'am, he said enthusiastically and typed on his computer. Naku, thank you. Ano pa po bang kailangan nyo? May service din po kami kung kailangan nyong pumunta sa market para makahanap pa ng damit. There's a fee for that but I can give you a discount. Damn, I never asked for a discount but I realize how small 50,000 is. Ilang araw ba ako rito? Mauubos ang pera ko kung aabot ako rito ng 1 buwan. Hindi pa kasali ang pagkain ko riyan. Sure, thank you. I filled out a form. I can't use Jonaxx. It's not very usual for a name. Madaling matrace kung iisiping mabuti, kaya nag-isip ako ng ipapangalan sa sarili, at least for the form. Riley. Ang hirap mag-isip ng apelyido. De Alba is a famous name and I can't use my mother's surname because they will think I'd use it instead of De Alba. Naisip ko tuloy si Lana. Riley Montserrat. Nobody would suspect for sure. Here's your room card, Miss, Riley. Sabay matamis ng ngiti ng receptionist. Parang nawala ang nakadagang pagod sa akin pagkatanggap noong keycard. Thank you, sabi ko at agad nang naglakad palayo. Miss, tawag niya ulit. Kinabahan ako. Akala ko may problema o hindi tatanggapin ang alibay ko. Yes? Pinamulahan ng muka ang receptionist, isang payat at morenong lalaki. Kahit na moreno ay kitang-kita ang pamumula. He scratched his nape and bowed a bit as if embarrassed. Ako si Michael. My mouth dropped open. Sa takot ko'y pakiramdam ko, may himatay ako, tapos ito lang pala ang sasabihin niya. Then I realized he used my name to call me and he probably thought I'd asked his name. Or even, tiningnan ko ang name tag niya. Just take note of his name tag. I'm such a snob and it doesn't help me get through times like this. Thank you, Michael. I'll just rest. Baka mamaya kakailanganin ko nga ng service. Okay lang napuntahan kita rito to inquire for it? Sige miss, no problem. Maghihintay ako. I smiled and continued walking. Hindi ko maipagkakaila. Ang tulog ko sa araw na iyon ay mas payapa pa sa maraming gabing natulog ako sa sarili kong bahay. Michael gave me a nice room. It has a large window facing the sea and their pool. May isang lock ang pintuan at napangiti ako nang naisip na hindi ko kailangang alalahanin iyon. Isang bagay na ngayon ko lang na-appreciate. My bed is facing the large window. The reason why I immediately slept soundly. The serene view of the sky made my eyelids heavy until I dozed off. Gabi na nang nagising ako. Naisip ko tuloy ang tungkol sa service. Lumabas ako ng kwarto, nakaroba lang para pumunta sa receptionist at naroon nga si Michael. Dalawa na silang naroon. Inaantok siya nang naabutan ko pero agad bumawi at ngumiti. Hello, about the service. Miss Riley, na-arrange ko na po. Yeah, thank you. Pero I wonder kung bukas ba ang mall? Mall? Medyo nagulat siya sa tanong ko. I realized then why he was so shocked. There was no mall near the place. May palengke at iyon lang ang tinutukoy niyang bilihan ng damit. Hindi ko gusto ang tela nitong binebenta rito. Pero may magagawa ba ako? If I insist on the mall? Babiyahe pa at dahil ginabi na ako, baka pagdating ay sarado na. My tummy is also aching and I need food. Pag uwi sa hotel, doon na lang ako kakain. Bumili na lang ako ng ilang pirasong plain dresses, shirts, and skirts. I also bought 3 pieces of swimwear, mga bra, at syempre panties na rin. I bought a backpack where I should put my things, sandals, a hat, and a scarf. Napasarap ang pamimili ko, kaya kinabahan ako at baka umabot ng 20,000 iyon. Matagal bago ako nakakuha ng pera. Masyado akong mangha na murang-mura lang ang mga nabili ko. This is out of the world. For just 3,000 pesos, I have all of this? Amazing! Alam kong hindi naman iyon designer things, pero inakala ko pa rin nga abot ako ng 20,000. Now that I still have money, I guess I can feast for tonight. At pwede ring pahabain ko pa ang stay ko habang chinecheck kung ano ang nangyayari sa Manila. Oy Michael, sobrang OT ka na. Umuwi ka na. Narinig ko pagkababa ng service ng hotel. Kakain pa yon, ako na ang magsaserve. Sabay tawa ni Michael. Pumasok na ako sa lobby. Napansin niya ang pagdating ko at agad niya akong hinabol. Kumain ka na Miss Riley? Hindi pa. Kakain pa lang. Sige po, tulungan na kita sa restaurant. He said happily. Tumango ako at hinayaan siyang samahan ako sa restaurant. Siya ang kumuha ng order ko. Siya rin ang nag-serve nito. Naghintay siya sa malayo habang kumakain ako. I ate slow, even when I was hungry. Dahil ngayon lang tuluyan nag-sink in sa akin ang lahat. Nobody knows I'm here. Ni hindi ko alam kung hinahanap nga ako. At kung hinahanap man ako, si Kuya Bernard ang naghahanap sa akin. He wants me kidnapped. Maybe he thinks if he did that, he'd make Tito Bernardo change his mind, or my mommy. Paano ko sasabihin kay kuya na wala naman akong plano sa kumpanya nila, na ibabalik ko sa kanya iyon? Will I trust him to change his mind about hurting me if I tell him that? What if he won't? What if I'm being too trustful again? Natulala ako habang naiisip si mommy. Originally, this plan was for her. I wanted to rebuild my life, but I can't deny that her influence with my life is inevitable. Kaya mas mabuti ngang ito ang gawin ko. Kailangan kong makausap si Tito. Siya lang ang pwede kong kausapin sa ngayon. My mind flew to another problem I left. Ngumiti ako at nagpatuloy sa pagkain. Hindi naman siguro problema iyon. Herreriego wanted me to break up with him because she wants Blakely Ardiente instead. Blakely is good for him and their company. Aries will realize what I've done. Nasisiguro kong hindi rin naman palalagpasin ni Herreriego na ikuwento na sa anak niya ang nangyari, na alam ko ang plano ng mga magulang ko. Nasadya ko iyong hindi sinabi sa kanya, and then it will follow that I am with my family, that I fooled him, made him my boyfriend, earned his trust just to spy on the VHRV. Kaya ngayon, bumagsak na ang VHRV at kailangan niyang magbenta ng shares. He might be angry with me now. I remember him saying he'd take his revenge if I fool him again. That means I also might need to look out for him, huh? I didn't have a way to know more about what's going on back in Manila. I don't want to risk turning my phone on, so I guess I'll need to buy a cheap one. Walang mall dito sa malapit, kaya kailangan kong sigurong lumipat na rin sa Alaminos, kung saan may pinakamalapit na bilihan. I stayed there for 2 days with my mood shifting from being at peace to being too worried. I felt guilty for leaving. Ano na kaya ang nangyari kay Mami? Alam niyang magbabakasyon ako, kaya baka kalmado pa siya ngayon. To take my mind off it, I tried to swim. But then each time I float, I remember all my problems. Each time I sink, I see another world. I forget. At sa ginawang iyon, minsan ko nang naisip kung gaano kadali at kasarap tumakbo. I would feel better here, alone and at peace. I have no fears, no problems. I can start a new life. I can just take on a new identity and work meager jobs to provide for myself. Agad akong umahon at natanto kung gaano ka-selfish iyon. It's an enticing thought, but I know I can't do it. I have to fix my life. I can't just run away. Someday, I'll be found and my illusion of peace will vanish. Hindi ko pwedeng hintayin iyon. Nasa Alaminos na ako sa 3 araw. Sa pangalawang hotel na pinuntahan ako nag-check-in. Mas mura roon at napansin kong kapag lalaki ang nasa reception, mas mabilis akong natatanggap. Maybe next time, I should choose a hotel with a male receptionist. I bought a phone. It was cheap, but then I realized I'm running out of money. I need to know if I can now move. Gamit ang wifi ng hotel, gumawa ako ng mga bagong accounts. Nag-search din ako sa mga recent events. I wasn't reported missing or whatsoever. My family hasn't released any statements, so maybe they really believe that I'm on a vacation. O baka rin hindi na ipinalabas ni Mami. Kung totoong naipangalan na sa akin ang shares ni Tito Bernardo, that would be horrifying for the investors, lalo pa kapag nalamang nawawala ako. Kung may naghahanap man sa akin, si Kuya Bernardo iyon. I stalked his social media accounts, pati na rin ang kambal, pero wala silang mga recent na post. Mas lalo tuloy akong kinabahan. I waited for another 3 days. I think they are waiting for me to contact the household somehow. At kung 5 araw na akong nawawala at hindi nagpapaalam, matatakot na siguro si Mami. Kahit pa hindi niya ipapaalam sa media ang nangyayari, somehow the police will be alerted and a private and low-key investigation and search will commence. Kung magkukulang sa kwarto ay marami akong naiisip. Umiiyak ako at hindi ko makalma, kaya nang nabawi na ang lakas, nagpasya akong magliwaliw. And I quickly realized that it is the only way I can live these days. Nalalabo ang mga mata ko habang tinitingnan ang maraming isla sa harap. Nakasakay ako sa isang bangka. My lips were apart as I tried to catch my breath. Ayaw ko nang bumalik. Bulong ng boses sa tainga ko. Too awed with the beauty in front of me and the peace it gives my soul. I don't want to go back. I want to live here and rebuild my life without any responsibility as a De Alba heiress. Mas lalo akong naiyak sa naiisip. Nakakalungkot isiping nasa akin na ang lahat, pero halos isuka ko iyon dahil wala namang idinudulot iyon sa akin kundi sakit. Now I have no money and in a foreign place, but my heart is at peace and a bit happy. Parang ikinakahiya ko pang aminin na masaya ko. Masayang masaya sa kapayapaan. Parang ayaw kong hayaan ng sarili ko na tanggapin na masaya nga ako na wala silang lahat. Na wala akong aalalahanin sa kanila. Humalo agad ang mga luha ko sa dagat. When I started crying, I ordered the boat to stop so I could swim and I did. My heart hurt so much and even when I am happy right now, I wanted him to appear here. Na alam kong hindi mangyayari dahil ngayon galit na iyon sa akin at gagantihan ako noon. His company is failing and his girlfriend was the spy who ruined his company. Gusto kong matawa habang iniisip ang matinding galit niya sa akin. Hindi na ako magpapakita sa'yo. Sasaktan mo lang ako. His mom will support him, I'm sure. Mommy acquired a seat at the Riagos Executives after buying 10% shares. Kay Ares iyon. Party iyon sa shares ni Ares na kailangan nga niyang ibenta para makabawi. At si Mommy ang bumili. It was the headline of the Business Insider magazine. The Albascapes acquires shares from the failing VHRV. Iyon ang nakita kong article bago ako nagpasyang umalis ng Alaminas. There were pictures. Mami and Tito Bernardo were with the Riagos and their executives, smiling. Wala si Kuya Bernard. My eyes narrowed. Hindi kaya hinahanap niya nga ako? I should proceed with my plan. Ares was there on the picture. Suplado pa rin ang itsura, hindi nakangiti. Hindi rin ako makangiti. Inilipat ko ang tingin sa isa pang picture. It's a candid shot of the signing event at suminghap ako. Ares is standing near his mother. Sa gilid niya ay si Blakely Ardiente. 6 days? Kinagat ko ang labi ko. Kung sabagay, ba't patatagalin kung niloko ko naman, di ba? Maybe he'll just wait for me to resurface and just commence his revenge from there. O baka rin magiging masyado na siyang masaya sa buhay na makakalimutan niya na ang paghihiganti. Sana nga, dahil sa dami ng problema ko, hindi ako handa na magkaroon pa ng ibang problema. Ibabalik ko sana ang tingin ko sa picture ni Mami nang may napansin akong malapit kay Ares. I zoomed in on it. Felicia Valerio? Bulong ko habang tinitingnang mabuti ang picture. Hades is back. Nasa tabi ng isang babaeng tinutukoy ko. I read the article again in the search for answers, pero wala roon. Sino ang kasama ni Hades Riego? Hindi ba patay na si Felicia Valerio? I searched for Felicia Valerio and there, I found a small news about her. She was killed in a fire, but it turns out it was a case of mistaken identity. She was just hidden by her stepmother in order to protect her from the threats to her security. Natigilan ako at natulala sa kawalan. Tears immediately fell on my cheeks when I realized something. I'm lost and in danger, but my mom is here buying some shares from the Riagos. Binaba ko ang cellphone ko, dinama ang naramdamang sakit sa dibdib. I am the only one fighting for my dear life. But so what, right? I want to live. I want to rebuild myself. I want to take control of it. So, what if everyone wants me gone? Or everyone thinks I'm a nuisance. So what if my disappearance didn't bother anyone? So what if nobody cares? I care. I want my life to take its real course. I want to be alright. I want to live. I think I have never cried so hard my entire life than that night. It feels like I'm hopelessly fighting for something alone. So alone. Okay ka lang, Iha? Ang matandang may-ari ng hostel na tinirhan ko sa Alaminas. Oh, okay lang po. Namumugto ang mga mata ko at hindi ako makatingin ng diretso sa kahihiyan. Madaling araw nang nagpasya ako na umalis doon. Sigurado ka ba? Nagangat ako ng tingin. Somehow, I felt so hurt with her question. It meant so much to me because right now, I feel like nobody really cares if I was okay or not. Pumatak ang mga luha ko habang umiiling sa matanda. Taliwas naman sa isasagot ko. Ayos lang po ako. Salamat po sa pagtatanong. Naiyak at nanginginig kong sagot. Dito ka muna. May problema ka ba? Hindi kita pagbabayarin. Dito ka muna ng isa pang gabi. I appreciated it so much. I have no much money left but I gave her some. I promised to come back here and give her more. It hurt that strangers scared and my loved ones didn't. Hindi na po. Maraming salamat po talaga. Kumuha ako ng pera sa isang ATM sa Alaminos at nag-book sa pinakamagarang hotel sa lugar ng isang buwan. I used my card to do it. Para kung hinahanap nga ako ni Kuya Bernard, dito niya ako hahanapin. Lalo na dahil isang buwan ang booking ko roon. Sa araw ding iyon, umalis na ako. Ilang oras ang biyahe. Hindi ko sa ulo ang lahat at nabubuhay lang sa pagtatanong-tanong kaya nakatatlong bus ako papuntang Bel-Air. Then I realized that I have to give this time. I need to make sure that Kuya Bernard is back in Manila and has moved on before doing this. I have time to spare. Ulit ko sa isipan ko. Dumiretso ako sa kasiguran at nagpasya na doon na magpalipas bago tumulak sa Infanta. Kung may pagdududa pa rin sila, sa Bel-Air ako hahanapin. Kaya lumayo ako roon. Tumuloy ako sa mumurahing tutuluyan para matanggap ulit ang alibay ko. The guy receptionist was welcoming and didn't question me about anything. It was peaceful there, and many times I wanted so bad to just live there and get away with everything again. Hindi na ako pwedeng kumuha ng pera at kaunti lang din ang na-withdraw ko sa ATM sa Alaminos. I can just work and survive for myself. Problem is, I don't have any identification card, so I can only work meager jobs that don't pay much. May kaunting eatery sa hostel na tinutuluyan ko at itinukoy ko sa matandang babaeng may-ari ang gusto kong mangyari. She wasn't very welcoming at first, but then foreign guests appeared and her helpers couldn't speak very well, kaya natanggap din. Malaking tulong na iyon dahil libre ang pagkain ko at may kaunting kita pa. Nakapangalumbaba sa harap ng dagat, naisip ko kung gaano kahirap ang buhay para sa iba. And we have different problems. While they can be happy here and live a simple life, I have a rich and complex life back at home. Araw-araw tuwing kumukonti ang bisita, iyon ang ginagawa ko pagkatapos sumulang sa paghahatid ng pagkain at paglilinis ng lamesa. I sit in front of the sea and look at how peaceful it is. It will always convince me to stop thinking about where I've been or my past, that I can just live a new life, one that's happy and peaceful. I was convinced then that I could live my life here, as Riley of Kasiguran. Kaya lang, nang tumagal ako roon, may mga tanong na sa nakakapansin. Sino yung babaeng waitress nyo? Ang ganda ah. San ka galing na probinsya? Anong pangalan mo? Sabi ni Mana, Inglesera ka raw. Paano ba binabayaran ng silid mo? Mahal yun ah. Kaunti lang sweldo mo. Trying hard to be friendly, some of the placemen kept on visiting at hindi ko mapapalampas ang ilang pagsubok ng panliligaw. Naubos ang pera ko at hindi nga matutustusan ng kinikita ko ang silid na kinuha ko. At higit sa lahat, nakita ko sa balita ang mga nangyayari. Kuya Bernard started appearing in magazines as my mom or his dad's replacement. My mom now is invisible in the social and business scheme. Maybe she realized now that I'm gone? How is she? What happened? Kinabahan ako at naisip na mag-isa siya kasama ang mga Cortez na hindi niya naman talaga pamilya. Oo, hindi namin pamilya. Now I have the guts to say that. I didn't want to think about it before. It felt mean. It felt as if I'm a rebellious child unwelcoming of an unconventional family, but I can't help but think about Felicia Valerio. Her stepmother cared for her genuinely. Meanwhile, my stepfamily did nothing to do me but inflict pain. Siguro nga, malaking tulong sila kay Mami. Pero totoo ba ang pag-aalala at pagmamahal nila sa kanya? And it hurt to think about Mami too. I still regard her as family, but did she really care about me? I know she's just greedy sometimes, but I'm her daughter, her only child. Hindi ba dapat mas iniingatan ko dahil kapag nawala ay wala nang pamalit? It hurt thinking about home, but then again, we are all bound by our roots, no matter how tall we grow and how much we change. Our identities, our heart, is bound by our home. Inalala ko si Daddy at ang masasayang alaala namin kasama si Mami. I had always been a daddy's girl. I just didn't mourn so much for him because I had to stand for my mom. Nang dumalas ang pagpapakita ni Kuya Bernard sa ilang events, doon ako nagpasya na umalis na sa Kasiguran at magpatuloy na papuntang Infanta. Nag-ingat pa rin ako kahit na nasa Maynila lang si Kuya Bernard. I can't risk it. He might have paid men to search for me. Wearing a black cap, my scarf, and with my pack bag, I traveled through it until I reached Real. At doon, sumakay ako ng barko patungo sa isla na patutunguhan. Tito Edgardo might be too old by now, but I have no choice but to come to him. He has a son who can help me. I don't know where he is, but I know that their family can do something. They are, after all, in charge of the country's security. Hopefully, they can help me out with my predicament. Originally, I planned to come here and ask for help regarding Tito Bernardo. Ngayon, isasali ko na si Kuya Bernard at maghahanap na ako ng paraan para tuluyang makumbinse si Mami na hiwalayan na si Tito at lumayo na kami sa pamilya nila. I smiled bitterly as I thought of my mom. Hopefully, it's not too late for her. But if it is, and she chooses them over me, then do I really have a choice?